710 ESPN, the OGs of LA Sports Radio. We're here each weekday, 1 to 4 p.m. for your afternoon. Sandwiched between Travis and Sliwa and Sonato and Cap. Mason and Ireland continues now.
We are only on till 2:30 today.
We are.
Because we're getting to Lakers early. Marcus Grant is in for John. So I came across this. We'll get to the Caleb Williams thing in a minute here, Marcus. But first, there is a story out. This is from, it's a study by Auto Trader. Okay. They surveyed artists, musical artists, and decided which ones make you a better driver and which ones make you a worse driver.
Okay.
Now, I have no idea how they came up with this list.
Classical music has to be at the top. Better driver.
A better driver? Okay, well, funny you say that. Here is the research. Let's see. Drake is number one.
For better drivers?
For better driving.
Really?
Yeah, you drive better with Drake on.
Really?
You drive better with Ariana Grande on. With Eminem on. With Billie Eilish on. With Beyonce on. And with BTS on.
Okay, so now I want to hear who makes you a worse driver.
Me too.
If it's not,
Bring it on.
It is
Mason.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay.
makes you a worse
Because you
driver.
can't-
Makes you a worse driver.
Because you can't drive and twerk at the same time.
Exactly. Because you
It
shake it
makes you
out.
want to get up and dance a little bit. Yeah.
And the worst score, and I have no idea how they arrived at this, is
Yaddy,
Johann
yaddy, yaddy, yaddy,
Sebastian Bach.
Really?
Yeah, that's the
Bach?
If you listen to Bach, you are likely to get into an accident, according to Auto
Do
Trader.
you want to, like, balk that ass up?
Bach it up.
Well, I feel like, isn't that supposed to make you calm and not have road rage?
I don't know.
listening to Bach?
Maybe Bach is like anger.
But
I don't
no.
know.
Eminem is.
I don't know my Bach.
I don't either.
Do you know your Bach?
No, I have no
Maybe
idea.
because you're too calm and you're like an autopilot, so you crash.
You're just your mind is somewhere
Yeah.
else.
Maybe, but I don't know. Eminem is a very intense sounding thing that's gonna get me angry and want to go
No.
to someone.
Do you listen to music while you're driving?
I do.
What
I
music
do.
are you
I do,
listening
but
to?
I
when
go
you're
a
driving?
wide range. It's very eclectic. It's all over the place.
Oh, I love
it's,
that.
It's hip hop. It's R&B. It's rock. It's jazz. It's literally all over the place.
Yeah.
So. I feel like I'm a good driver, but I also don't listen to Megan Thee Stallion consistently. So
I do.
maybe that has something to do with
Yaddy.
the Stallion.
Yes.
There's an important question that we have on the Mason Ireland all the time. Are you an early merger or a late merger?
Oh, yeah. That's a good question.
Oh,
I'm an early merger.
Oh, bro, there was a
I'm
right
an early
answer, and you did not give it.
Wrong.
You
Early
did not
merger.
give it.
Yes.
Wrong.
Early merging
Wrong.
is the right answer
It is.
because
No, it's not.
because you're setting the tone for everybody else. Late mergers
You're
think
causing
I
traffic.
can cut in anytime I want. I'll just cut to the head of the line and then get in the
No one
merge.
likes that person.
Great.
No,
No, yeah,
everybody
love-
hates
Greg
late
and I are
mergers.
those people.
Yeah, I am definitely that
I
person.
would not
Late
let you in.
If
I would
someone,
not let you in.
If someone goes ahead of me, I'm like, smart.
Yeah.
I would tailgate somebody to not let you in.
See, but that's going to cause an accident.
Exactly.
But
Because
it'll
you're-
teach you to wait your
You're
turn.
being aggressive.
No.
Wait your
turn.
turn.
Yes.
No, wait your
Aggressive
turn.
driving is what you need.
See, I think we're still talking about the wrong things. We don't have to do this all over again. But the fact of the matter is, if you're going up Francisco right here, is it Francisco?
Yeah,
no,
Francisco.
Georgia Street.
Georgia.
Okay.
Mhm.
Georgia, and you go right onto the freeway, up to the 110.
Yep.
There's a full lane, and then you have to merge into 2 lanes to get over onto the 110.
Right.
I go all the way to the end and go in, so it
Yes.
doesn't back up and cause
Yeah.
traffic
Exactly.
behind.
No, the problem
when you
is-
early merge, it causes a massive layback out. It causes traffic
Right,
all
correct,
behind you
because
no, you're
those
the early
people are
merger.
waiting
They're
in
waiting their
turn.
turn.
there is
Wait
no
your
wait your turn. You
turn.
go in.
You learned this
causing
in
traffic.
kindergarten.
No.
Wait your turn.
No,
You're
listen,
wrong.
bro. We
You're
go
wrong.
all the
It's
way to
not
the
like
end, and you
I'm-
go.
I'm
That's how you do
Laura.
it.
I'll go wherever I want.
That's exactly what I do.
There's a whole
Move
bunch
out
of
the way.
space up there, and it's just
Yeah.
sitting there, and you see 25 cars backed up because you want to go in earlier and just sit there and stop your car. It's nonsense.
All right.
Sorry, I started it all
By
over
the
again.
way, I'm glad Marcus is here because
Voice of reason for
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
early merger.
You like when people agree with you. That's why.
Well, I mean, who doesn't?
Who doesn't like that?
Marcus, you just solidified you coming back to this show
Yeah,
a
you're
lot.
Awesome.
This is the
Except
show.
that when I'm not here, Greg's going to hammer me, so
Yeah,
it's
that's
fine.
true.
The moment you leave, there's going to be a whole
he
segment on you. Yeah. So, all right. So Caleb Williams
merger.
is, for whatever reason, he's divisive in terms of his public persona. Now, I personally think he's going to be a transcendent quarterback in the National Football League. He's the best quarterback I've seen in college. I think he's got unbelievable arm angles, escapability, all the stuff that he's able to do. But it feels like people are just chipping away, and I guess this is like a regular thing, Marcus, when it comes to the NFL draft, is that people will chip away and they want a storyline. So it's like, well, maybe they'll go Jaden Daniels, maybe they'll go Drake May. It's going to be Caleb Williams, and I think it's the right move for the Bears.
It's going to be Caleb Williams. It's been Caleb Williams the whole time.
Yes.
I think this is a combination of two things. The biggest thing is the newest phenomenon they call prospect fatigue, right? Where you've been hearing about Caleb Williams for 2 years now, right? I mean, he had he first came into SC and he had that great year and he wins the Heisman Trophy, but we knew he had to come back for his junior year. So now you've heard about him for 2 years and you've been hearing about him throughout the draft process. The other part is that the draft season's just too long. The whole process just takes too long. The combine was in mid-February. The draft isn't for another 3 weeks. Like, people need something to talk about.
Right. I mean, I'm watching Get Up today, and I'm watching Lou Riddick say, no, they should take Jaden Daniels with the number one. They're not taking. They're taking Caleb Williams. They're taking Caleb Williams,
and he's the best quarterback that's out there. But what was?
Okay, so here's the most recent piece of divisive information about Caleb Williams. He went to a USC basketball game, women's game, with a pink phone, a pink wallet, and his fingernails painted pink.
So?
Now, that's what I say, so. But a lot of people are like, nah, there isn't anything normal about a grown-ass man with a pink cell phone case and a pink wallet. Stop celebrating it.
There ain't anything normal about a grown-ass man who makes the throws that he makes either. Like, most grown-ass men can't throw the football the way he does.
And can get out of trouble the way he does.
Plus, his mom, that's what his mom does his mom has been a nail technician. That's why he has always had painted fingernails.
Yeah, but he said puts FU on his fingernails.
Well, I did.
Or FUCLA or F Utah or F whatever.
Right.
I didn't have a problem with it.
I didn't either.
Cool.
It really is that people have nothing to talk about draft-wise between now and the end of April. So we do have to pick at these things to try to create storylines where there aren't. But it has no impact over what he does on the field. It has no impact over what he's going to do in the NFL.
Exactly.
So what are they trying to say? Like, because he's
not manly.
He's not manly.
That's exactly what it is.
It's not manly. But
I'm an alpha male. I have nothing to do with the color pink.
I'm a UCLA fan, and I think a lot of things that he does are fake, and I don't think he's like.
Which is
the whole crying thing.
The crying thing.
That wasn't real.
That's
you don't think that was real?
That's human, though. Yeah.
Who does that?
It was real.
Who would
but
do
no
it?
matter what,
Who would do it for fake purposes?
Whatever. What he does on the field, I can see he's incredible. You can see that he is the best quarterback out there. Even when he first got to USC, he was like, that guy's the next Patrick Mahomes. He is so good. So what he does on his fingernails and what he does with his phone makes no difference to what happens on the field itself.
Yep. I completely agree. But there will be more Caleb Williams slander.
Yes.
As we move along, we still have weeks.
And if he was a Raider, if somehow the Raiders got him, I would root for him.
You mentioned the Raiders. The Raiders are working out
Michael
Penix today.
Yes.
Good. Should.
And they've got the 13th pick, I think, in the draft.
Yeah.
I am not a Michael Penix believer. I just believe the injury history is, and I think he's
injury history and age.
He's great, and you're right. He's a little older.
Yeah.
I would not bet the bankroll on him,
on
Michael Penix. Yeah.
They need somebody. They need one of the top quarterbacks, and he is one of the top quarterbacks. We also saw him make a ton of really good throws. Great throws. You can make those,
especially in
pressure.
that Texas game. In that Texas game, he was unbelievable.
He's a big, strong guy that's not easy to take down. I would love to see what he can do with the Raiders.
I think the reason you're going to see a lot of these guys, because I think Penix at 13 might be a reach. I think people talking about Bo Nix in the first round might be a reach.
I think that's a reach.
But I think the reason is, if you listen to the scouts and GMs, they don't love the quarterback classes that are to come.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to see teams sort of try to, square peg, round hole some of these guys just because they feel like they have a better chance in this year's class than they would, say, next year or the year after.
Right.
Do you think this draft is kind of like the Sam Darnold, Josh Rosen draft that had Josh Allen and that? Because there's so many quarterbacks and only like one panned out.
One's gonna work out. Maybe. I mean, I think Caleb's going to work out.
Yep.
I think Jaden Daniels really does have a chance to work out too.
And I mean, everybody says Drake May's fantastic. I didn't watch a lot of North Carolina football, so I can't really speak to it.
The one I'm worried about, not concerned. curious about is J.J. McCarthy.
J.J. McCarthy, yeah. Who seems to be climbing. I mean, I've seen somebody trading up to 5 to get him.
Yeah,
that it's to that point.
Which is crazy, too, because he was in such a run-heavy option.
That was a run-heavy offense, yeah.
It made it. I didn't see him make those same kind of throws. I think he can. He didn't lose.
He can, and I think some of it is just being attached to Jim Harbaugh, who has had a long run with quarterbacks who've been very, very good. And I think that, when Jim Harbaugh's out here talking you up, people are going to listen to that.
All right, coming up next for you, do you really need to spend a lot of money on a hotel room in Vegas? Got that question coming up next for you. Plus, I'll do this later. Is talking to your high school sweetheart cheating? I want to do that one, too.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's all coming up for you. In the meantime, let me tell you about my partnership with the Southern California Hyundai dealers. I love these guys. And the moment we started working together, I was like, well, I'm going to drive a Hyundai. And I test drove the Ioniq 6, which is spectacular. It is an EV with a really long driving range. I drove a Sonata, 2024 Sonata, which is super cool, stylish. I'm not a SUV guy, but if you want to go SUV, you can go Santa Fe. I'm driving the Elantra Hybrid. I love this car. And this spring, you can get in and get away with a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. As always, every new Hyundai comes with America's best warranty, 3 years, 36,000 miles of complimentary maintenance. So hurry in today, because these great deals are not going to last. Add more joy to every journey at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event going on now. Visit buyhyundai.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealer today. Mason and Ireland, Marcus Grant in for John, 710 ESPN.
You never have to miss a moment.
Listen, yo, the most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
Great David Byrne, Talking Heads. Oh, you know what we need when we do this show, Marcus?
What's that?
One word. Do you know what it is, Bergen?
I don't know.
Lars, you know what the
Honesty.
one word we need?
One word?
Yeah, one word we need when we do this show. Brian knows.
Well, I don't know.
You don't know?
Oh, wait.
I don't.
No, I don't want to kill it.
This is what we need.
Focus.
Or horses.
Yeah. Or
Horse.
The horse. Focus.
Whoopie-doo is one of my favorites. We don't play that one enough.
So Marcus Grant is here from the NFL Network filling in for Ireland. He'll be back on Friday. So I came across. I don't spend a lot of time in Reddit. I understand that there's a lot of stuff down there about the show, and they don't like Morales.
It frightens and
they don't
intimidates
like
me
Bergman.
generally.
They like you and nobody
Okay.
else.
And yet, Juan says, "Don't go there, because it'll get in my head."
Well, it will get in your head because you'll see how awful they are to everybody else
And
at
I
the
will
station.
feel badly
and you'll
for
feel
you,
badly,
but
yeah.
maybe I'll feel better about myself.
Because I don't
I'm
think
going there
there's any,
tonight.
you're going to go there tonight?
No, that's what he said.
Yeah. So I come across this subreddit thread, and it says, "How do I convince my wife that we don't have to stay only at 5-star resorts in Vegas?" The guy says, "I'm just uncomfortable paying $600 a night for a room that we barely spend any time in anyway. Once or twice is fine for the experience, but I don't want to keep shelling out money for this, especially when more affordable options exist." Is she being unreasonable by demanding that they stay in a 5-star, $600 a night hotel room every time they go to Vegas?
Ooh, that's pricey.
That is so pricey.
But also, though, you sort of know who your wife is, right? Like, you kind of know what you signed up for. And that's the thing that you probably figured out early on, right?
So what is the most expensive hotel in Vegas?
Bellagio, maybe? I have no
The
idea.
9 most expensive
Maybe
Las Vegas suites.
Aria,
Win, maybe?
Win.
The Four Seasons above the Mandalay Bay.
That's it. The
Yeah,
Four
yeah.
Seasons above Mandalay Bay. That's
Yeah.
where a lot of when I used to work with Lampley, that's where Lampley always stayed. I don't see the point in spending a lot of money on a hotel room when you're not actually there.
Especially if you're gambling too, you can actually just win the money to get free rooms and free suites. And do all that,
Exactly,
or
yeah.
lose
or
the
lose the money. Just
Yeah.
play enough.
By the way, when they're giving you more rooms, when they're saying, "Hey,
You're
do you want to
losing.
stay another night?" That means you are a what do they call them? A whale. You're
Yes,
a whale.
You're a whale.
Losing money.
They are trying to. They want you to stay around a little bit longer.
Now, are you a big gambling type?
I am not. No, I'm not good at it.
Look, we
getting
both
our
go to our
phones.
phone.
I feel that, man.
I'm not really great at it.
Yeah.
I'll go and I'll play some table games, and that's sort of like that's my thing. I'll play craps,
No, I
roulette,
love craps.
blackjack,
I
that
have a
sort
whole
of thing.
system on craps.
Yeah,
Doesn't work.
My whole thing is I want to be able to play
There's
long
no
enough.
system. You
There
cannot
is-
win
there
at
is a
craps.
system.
No, you
Yes,
can't win
there's
at
a
craps.
system.
You can't win.
There's absolutely
it's
a system. in
blind
craps.
luck.
It's not blind luck.
It is.
No.
No, the house has a
I'm
huge
curious why.
advantage.
I want to hear your system now.
Yeah, the house has an advantage. But go ahead.
And so once you make a little bit of money, you put it on the pass line, right? Once you have a little bit of money, you put it on 6 and 8, and then when you win that, you let it ride and you let it put it on top of it. If it hits a 6 or 8 again, then you bring that money back, and now you're playing with free money. And just what's out there is just money that you already made from. It works.
Okay, but the reality is the
I
house
lose.
has an advantage.
A massive
So if
advantage.
you play a
And I
lot,
lose.
the house is going to
Yeah,
win.
I end up losing.
I just want to play long enough to get my free drink.
It's it's fun to
You
it's a
get 'em, man.
camaraderie.
It
all
looks
of things.
like they always look like they're having the most fun. The only game at a casino that the house doesn't have an advantage is poker.
because you're not playing against the
You're,
house.
you're playing against
playing
the
against
people
other
at the
people,
table.
right?
That's
Yes.
why I only play poker. I'm not going to sit there at a blackjack table where I know the house has a 52% chance of winning every single hand.
Right, but that's the
But
one
if
that
you have a system, Mace.
There's no system.
There is a system.
Blackjack
There's
is like
not a system.
Blackjack is like the gateway drug, though, right?
is.
Because it's like super easy, it's basic, it's like a thing you learn when you're like a kid, and you just sit
Yeah.
down there. I remember the first time I did that when I turned 21. Like I put my $5 down. It's like flip, 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 and it was all over. Like I was heartbroken. Like couldn't breathe for a second. It was like the worst.
Yeah. So we've been betting.
Yeah, I'm not doing well.
They've got this app. Have you heard of this app called Cut?
I have.
K-U-T-T?
I have.
Okay, so it's a peer-to-peer betting app. We're doing. I'm working with them. Bergman's working with them too. And you download the app. K-U-T-T, and then it allows you to make peer-to-peer bets. So, Bergman, how did you – and we're betting fools. How did you do last night?
So, yesterday, I got a little cocky last night, and I went with the under on the Laker game for $25.
Yeah.
Which is more –
$25?
Yeah, no, I got a little cocky. I was like, Toronto hasn't been scoring a lot of points
at you,
recently.
Big pimpin'.
Yeah,
like, and the Lakers,
$25.
they could keep – they've been scoring lower. They've been going under.
High roller.
Yeah, no, I lost it. Because, no, I was up about like 3 times my money that I put in. So I was like, oh, okay,
So is that the only bet
extra.
you had last night?
No, I had another one too. I think I lost that one as well.
Yeah, I had Dodgers on the money line, which was a gimme.
No, that was a good one.
I had
it was close.
Lakers minus 12. That was a winner. I had Indiana minus Indiana on the money line versus Brooklyn. Boy, that was a gimme. And then I lost on the Denver San Antonio game. Yeah,
you could have
on the money line.
Yeah, you probably didn't win very much. I had a guy Jamaican one bet me on the NIT game, Utah versus Indiana State.
You're betting NIT?
NIT?
Oh my God!
He sent me the bet, and I was like, I don't know anything about this. It cost me $3.
So you said Utah and Indiana State. So that was like that. What's that
They
guy?
got the big guy,
Cream Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah,
they call him.
Cream
Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah. And Cream won, so I lost the bet.
Yeah,
I just took it because he sent it to me. I was like, I don't.
You got
know what
anything
I'm doing.
cooking tonight?
No, I'm gonna
I'm
bet on the
definitely
Laker
going to bet
game.
the Dodger game, and I'm definitely going to bet the Lakers
So
game.
it's Lakers Wizards.
Yep.
Do we know what the line is yet for
Well,
that?
I'm sure it's on the app.
It's got to be on the app,
Let's
right?
go to
Yeah,
the app
that's-
right now.
that's
I can make that bet.
that's exactly it.
The over-under is 235.5.
Why are you
That's-
betting the over/under?
I like the over-under. I usually win on the over-under.
Yeah.
And like 12.5 is just too many points.
I'm taking the 12.5. I think they're rolling.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I want to take the over on that one though. I'm going to go over.
Yeah, I am going to go. Yeah, you can take up that bet. I just sent it to our group.
I'll send one to the group.
When you do the Cut app, you sign up for the social group, the ESPN LA social group, and we're BSing all the time in there.
Yeah, there's about 105, 110
It's like
people in there.
This is the only way
110.
that I know that you can actually bet right now in California.
It is, I think it is because it is peer to peer.
Peer to peer, exactly.
It's
You're
not against a house.
There's not a house, right?
Right.
Anyway, download the Cut app. All right, coming up next for you, gonna do some What's Up Fool. Laura's got stuff. Brian's got stuff. Mason in Ireland. Marcus Grant in for John, 710 ESPN.
Don't miss Trav and Slee.
Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. It's the Mid-Morning Spectacular.
Each weekday at 2:45, What's Up, Fool? And we've been very excited that What's Up, Fool is made possible by our friends at Dos Hombres. In fact, we've got a special guest voice. Take it away, guest voice.
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's mezcal. Dos Hombres.
Look at that. How do I follow that? I don't. So I simply say, take it away, Corporate Greg.
It's me. Corporate Greg is sitting this one out.
Yes.
All right, guys. So I found this story fascinating. I don't know if you guys heard that LeBron's neighborhood is dealing with a squatter. So a fugitive doctor abandoned his mansion and people took over. So they're throwing nightly ragers that range to get in price as $75. But what I wanted to know is, hypothetically speaking, if you were going to squat in someone's house, you know what I mean? Hypothetically, I'm not saying you guys are going to do that, but who would you want to squat next to? What celebrity? Can't be a crush. Don't be giving me this Keanu Reeves, Margot Robbie
You've
stuff.
just got to squat in the neighborhood of somebody famous.
Well, like next to them. So
Next to
who
them.
would you want to squat next to?
Why can't I do Margot Robbie?
Because that's your
Because
go-to.
it's the answer
yeah,
every
it's
day.
easy. Yeah, exactly.
You always say Margot Robbie.
Give
I
me
always say
something
Keanu
creative,
Reeves.
Greg. I need
Something
creativity.
creative. Okay,
You know?
squatting in a neighborhood. Squatting in a
Marcus,
neighborhood.
I'll go with you
squatting in a
first.
neighborhood.
I'm gonna go with. I'm trying to think of like a chef, like some celebrity chef.
Oh, that's a good
that's
idea.
a good
You know,
idea.
like maybe
Go through the garbage afterwards.
something, get some meals. Like maybe just show up next door. It's like, hey,
I'm a new neiber.
I smelled you
Wolfgang
grilling.
Putt?
Smelled you grilling something. Just want to see what's going on, neighbor. You know, something like that.
Yeah.
Wolfgang Puck. Emerald. Guy Fieri seems like he'd be like
Guy
nice
Fieri
guy.
seems like he'd be fun.
Right, like he'd be a fun person to live next door
Yeah.
to.
Okay. Let's see. I'm picking this. I will pick. I will pick the Pope. I think the Vatican is a great town.
Yeah, that's massive
It is
too. Really big.
It is very underrated. Everybody is very charitable there. I will take the Vatican.
How do you feel
and
about
the Pope.
pigeons, though?
A lot of pigeons.
A lot of pigeons.
Have you've been there?
I've seen plenty
There are
of photos.
so many pigeons.
A lot of pigeons.
Yeah, and there are pictures of John Paul II everywhere.
Really?
Like if I was if I was Pope Francis, I'd be upset because there's so many John Paul
all
II
these
pictures up all over the place.
PJP2 pictures
It's all
just hanging around.
JP2. I mean, come on, give it up for Francis. He's got the big hat now.
So I think I wouldn't. You never want to meet your heroes though, because you don't want to know what they're actually like. So I
Right.
wouldn't want like an athlete or something like that, or a band I really like. But I think maybe like Paul McCartney.
Okay.
Like, kind of hang out by him, so I can meet a Beatle for at least once in my
Meet a
lifetime.
Beatle. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just want to meet a Beatle.
But not Ringo.
See a No, not Ringo. Ringo's not just Paul McCartney.
All right, Brian. Anybody?
Easy answer, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop.
Oh, that's a great one.
You can get high just squatting outside his mansion. That's a great
Smokes
call.
like 1,000 a day.
Yeah, he. I read somewhere he smokes 2 pounds of weed a day.
I believe it.
That's
too much.
insane.
That's insane.
And he has a personal roller, a personal joint roller.
Well, I mean, if you're smoking that much a day, I mean, you need some, because otherwise, how much time would that take out of your day?
Just constantly handing them to him.
Right.
As they finish.
I've never been able to roll a joint. I never
neither.
had the
No.
art
You
of
gotta make the
rolling a
cone.
joint.
Never good at it.
Yeah.
is the right way to
Never.
go.
Not
Never good at it.
How much does that pay?
I like the pre-rolls. Oh,
For Snoop, a
Snoop's
lot.
roller?
Yeah, he probably gets paid really good.
I'm sure he does.
Does he, or does he just get a lot of free weed?
Plus, he gets a lot of freebies. Yeah, exactly.
I want to live next to Usher because I know it'll annoy him. That's it. I just want to annoy him.
Wait,
I
what?
think you would be more annoyed than he would.
What? I forgot. Now, you do not like Usher?
Well,
Hates.
listen, I love the
Hates.
music, but he was a jerk to me when I met him. So
Okay.
yeah.
Do you dislike Usher more or LeBron more?
That's a good question.
I never said I dislike.
No,
LeBron.
you want a LeBron. You want LeBron out of town.
I do because I think we need that money, and we,
Right.
you know.
But
So
you're a
who do
little
you
hater. It's okay.
Who do you dislike more, Usher or LeBron?
I don't dislike LeBron.
Okay.
So Usher.
Not accepting the premise. Not accepting the premise.
What's up, fool? What's up, fool?
All right, guys, there's a story going around out of the coaches meeting, the NFL coaches ownership meetings, of Jim Harbaugh's business card. And on the back of his business card has 14 rules, and it's labeled Harbaugh's rules to live by.
How big is his business card?
Yeah, seriously.
It's a pretty funny
is it an
thing.
8 by 11?
So some of the 14 rules he had were: heroes have no days off, who could possibly have it better than you, stop trying to win all your fights in the first round, and they just keep going on. You know, they're kind of little cheesy, kind of, you know, little rah-rah kind of deal. But do you guys have any rules that you would live by that you would put on a business card?
Let's
On
see.
a business card.
Business card. I will put.
Wow, I'm trying to think
What's
is
that
the rule for life?
What's that quote? Fall down 7 times, get up 8.
Yeah,
I like that
that's a
one.
good one.
Mm-hmm.
Be authentic. Be
I
yourself.
fall. By the way, it's because I fall a lot.
That's true.
Fall down 7 times,
plenty
get up
of
8.
falls.
I'd go with try to merge early.
Right.
Give yourself time.
Merge early is a good
This
rule.
is a good one. Be authentic.
By
be
the way,
yourself.
some of his rules are really interesting.
Yeah, no, they're pretty good.
How does it fit?
That's my question.
Great effort equals great results.
Wow, look at number 1. Marry wisely.
Is that number 1?
That is number 1. And my goodness, that is so true.
It is true.
It is so true.
You know firsthand.
I did not do it.
Yeah, you did not. You did not get that one right.
I did not. My brother did. I did not.
Rule 2 is attack each day with an enthusiasm unknown to mankind.
Okay, number 3.
Can anybody really wake up and say that? I mean, I wake up, I'm like groggy. I'm not thinking about attacking the day with enthusiasm.
I have a tip for that. So I used to wake up like that,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh. But now I wake up and I just kind of think, I thank God. But if you, whatever else you believe in, you can think that too and just be like, today we're going to have a good day. And then it kind of seems to help.
So at my house, when Juan wakes up, he's like, go, go, go. He wakes up earlier than me, and he's like talking and
like shot out of a cannon as soon as he wakes up.
correct. And I, meanwhile, just grunt a few times before 10 a.m. And sometimes it's too much. It's like he's just talking, and I'm just grunting answers. We have different styles of waking up. I'm groggy when I wake up.
Oh no, it takes me.
I'm not thinking about attacking the day. Now this is going to make. Better today than yesterday, better tomorrow than today.
Again, that's one that you don't get to choose to do.
No, but I think that's they're all kind of about having positive attitudes. And I think that's sort of what that is. I mean, that's the thing. I always feel like be better tomorrow than you were today. Like,
right.
It's always,
He says your fate is in your hands. And I disagree with that.
Because if it was in your hands, it wouldn't be fate.
It wouldn't be, exactly.
Right. I think you don't have to worry. You're not in control of anything. You have no control over anything.
I like this one, and we all are in this one. It's pick a job you love.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that is all something that we did here, so that's smart.
Yeah. So good rule. So how does this business card work? Is it written like super, super small, these rules?
It's on the back. They're not too small, actually.
Or is it a QR code and it takes you to the link?
There you go.
My business card comes with a QR code.
Is it like fortune cookies, right? Where each card has a different one of the slogans on there or something?
That'd be good, but it's labeled on the back of his business card. Jim Harbaugh's rules to live by.
It can't be a regular business card.
No,
it has to be
can't.
like a
It
big
seems
thing.
like it.
No, like a little small.
He's a Chargers fan. He would probably know.
If it's in your wallet,
being
I
a
can't
Charger fan,
imagine that's
I
a
hope
thing.
he hands
As a
this out to every
Chargers fan.
Charger.
Yeah.
And they're going to get ready to go this year. How can you not?
I mean, how ready? I don't know. But
3 and 14.
Living by these rules.
3 and 14.
No, I mean, I think they can win 7 games this year.
Oh, come on.
He's trolling him
Are we
now.
counting the preseason too?
Yeah, include the preseason. Yeah, there's at least one win there.
What's up, fool? All right, guys, I'll make this one quick. So, The Joker is a movie that I've seen, but I always say you only see it once.
So good.
It's so good. The sequel is coming out April 9th. I just saw the poster. Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga.
Is it April the 9th?
It says April 9th.
The end of the week?
6 days?
It said April 9th.
Joker.
Unless I got it wrong and it's next year, April 9th. But
due.
I've heard very
like
little
that.
promotion for it.
It's got
I just saw the poster and Lady Gaga looked amazing because she's going to play Harley Quinn.
Yes.
Though I think Margot Robbie is great for that role. But
Folie à deux.
But are you guys going to go watch it? Because I know some people did not want to watch the sequel after they watched the first one.
I'm sorry, Laura. The release date is October 4th.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Missed it by 6 months.
A lot of time.
I knew it couldn't come out this week because there's hardly been anything. I'm so in for it. Todd Phillips is the director, returning to direct that movie. I thought Joaquin Phoenix is just... Isn't it interesting that the Joker...
I'm sorry. Official trailer, April 9th.
Okay, got it. Isn't it interesting that the character of the Joker has produced 2 Oscar winners and an Oscar nominee?
Oh, yeah.
So, Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger's won. Joaquin Phoenix won.
Did Jack Nicholson?
Jack Nicholson was nominated.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so those are the 3. So it's just a great twisted character.
Who was the Joker in the old school? TV
Cesar
show.
Romero.
Cesar Romero.
Cesar Romero.
Did he get an Emmy or get close to an Emmy?
I don't believe it.
That show was very campy. Like, I can't imagine.
There were no Emmys for the old Batman TV show.
Why not?
I'm so
West?
into this. Joaquin Phoenix as returning as the Joker is fantastic, and Lady Gaga is like completely into this thing.
So I'm curious because the first Joker, which was very good, it was basically King of Comedy, right? It was the old Martin Scorsese King of Comedy.
Yes, it was.
It was very similar. So is this going to be like Bonnie and Clyde now that he's got
interesting.
Harley Quinn?
Interesting.
You know, like what is their homage, I guess, for this new movie? But I'm definitely going to see it.
By the way, very good. You mentioned a movie that is super underrated and people don't know about.
The King of Comedy.
The King of Comedy.
Never saw it.
Robert De Niro.
Scorsese movie.
Yep.
Robert De Niro, Sandra Bernhardt is in that.
Yes.
And Jerry Lewis in just a fantastic role for Jerry Lewis. If you've never seen that movie, Brian,
I've never seen it.
you watch
Go
that
see
movie
it.
and then report
Go
back.
watch King of Comedy.
I got you.
Okay, report back. King of Comedy.
I'll
It's
do my homework.
fantastic. Excellent. Is that what we got?
Yeah, it's top of the hour.
Coming up next, famous person farts on camera. 710 ESPN.
Coming up.
Radio station. Welcome your Halos.
.710 ESPN, the OGs of LA Sports Radio. We're here each weekday, 1 to 4 p.m. for your afternoon. Sandwich between Travis and Sliwa and Sonato and Cap. Mason and Ireland continues now.
And Marcas Grant is in for Ireland. Bergman's hanging out today. I got half my family in the next room. We're going to dinner at 5:15.
So you're going to do between then?
We'll show them the house, the massage chair, all that kind of stuff. 5:15 dinner, though. Because Mom and Leo.
I know it's supposed to be like, because like old, but like
they call that a late dinner.
I don't. Yeah, I was like, I don't mind a 5:15 dinner. Like I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with it.
I'm trying to eat dinner around 5:30, 6 o'clock every night.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I like it because I don't want to eat after a certain time.
Oh, yeah. You believe in that hogwash?
I do.
I don't believe that. I think that's hogwash.
Mace, I know you've traveled quite a bit, right? Like
yes.
I know you've been to Spain. I
yes.
presume. I know that was the whole thing, right? That they eat really late. I remember being in Barcelona and trying to like wait long. I just couldn't wait long enough to eat dinner when like Barcelonans ate dinner. I felt like it was hard.
The weird thing is, like, I remember being in, just like a travelogue today, I remember being in Greece, and the crazy thing is people eat dinner at like 4 a.m. They just sit all night at cafes, drink, and eat dinner. They don't follow the rule of I don't eat past 5 o'clock.
Are they all really thin?
Yeah.
Then it works for them.
Yeah, it works for them.
I don't know.
It's what is it? The Mediterranean diet.
The Mediterranean diet. Yeah.
Eating at 4 o'clock in the morning. That seems
all
odd.
night.
Just keep.
They
eating.
rage all night. The old folks.
That's what you do too. You rage
all night.
Constantly raging.
Like Friday at the whiskey.
With your mom and not stepdad Leo.
Correct.
Just constantly raging.
We were talking about gambling, and I mentioned poker because, the house has no advantage. You know where I play poker?
Yep, Commerce Casino.
Commerce Casino. Have you been over there?
I have.
Yeah, it is the best. It's the biggest poker room in the world. And you can play. I'm there all the time. Maybe you get a seat next to me. They're giving away $20 million in jackpots this year. Great food and amazing staff and great hotel rooms and daily tournaments. And the Mandy's 3 coming up this June at Commerce Casino. This will be our 3rd year.
It's going to be amazing. I'm
At
so
Commerce.
excited.
Yeah, we would have it nowhere else. Commerce Casino, 6131 Telegraph Road in Commerce. For more information, visit commercecasino.com. That's commercecasino.com. And I will see you guys at the Commerce. By the way, yes, we are gambling focused on this show.
It seems there's a lot of gambling that
Between
happens.
the sports gambling and the poker.
Mythical money, cut betting.
Exactly.
Yeah, we got a lot of it.
We are all over it. All right, so Dan Orlovsky, who's an analyst for ESPN, former NFL quarterback, and does a great job. He was on the McAfee show. And let me see if I have that. Do you have that sound? Okay, Brian's got it. So he's on the McAfee show, and this is what happens.
It's impossible to be at the top at both of those, essentially. Like, it's
Another farting Dan Orlovsky situation just took place.
Okay.
He did that on purpose, right?
Would you do that on purpose? He was in his car, by the
Yes.
way. To add some context, he was in his car and looked like maybe he had just come from the gym or was going to the gym. So it's a different environment. Here's one more time.
Yeah.
And I spoke to Rich Paul.
Sorry about that.
It's impossible to be at the top at both of those, essentially. Like, it's
I mean, come on.
I mean,
Fake
maybe he thought it
news.
was going to be silent.
And then, by the way,
It just happened to be loud.
Then, by the way, he was like, "What? What are you guys talking about?"
Right.
He continued to try to make a point. They're like, "Wait a minute,"
Because no one wants to admit it.
No.
I mean, we should admit it. If I did right now, I would be like, yeah, sorry about that.
it's impossible to be at the top at both of those, essentially. Like, it's
It almost sounds like a sound effect that was added in.
Yes.
It does
That's
sound.
what I
It
think
does.
it was.
That's
Like,
what
when
I
you- when
said.
your hand,
And I
you
would
know?
like to defend Orlovsky here. I don't think he really did fart. I think this is McAfee pranking Orlovsky.
Was
And
it
I'm
Monday?
guessing because it was April Fool's Day.
Was it on Monday? Was this from Monday?
I don't. Do you know, Laura? You
I
sent me
can
the
find
story. I don't
out.
know if
I
it's
will
Monday or
find
not.
out.
But
If it was Monday,
don't you think my conspiracy theory could be right that they
I'm with
dubbed
you.
in
Apparently
the
it was
sound?
apparently it was Tuesday, so it was
All right.
not
Not April Fool's.
So it's
if-
not
if
an
it's
April
not
Fool's
April
joke.
Fool's, then again, then it's a weird, dumb joke.
Now he claims it was his windshield wipers
That was
scraping.
not his.
Oh,
windshield
no, no,
wipers.
no, no.
That is. I'm just
No.
look. I'm just
I know
telling you
what
what
he
he
said,
says.
but
That's
I
all.
don't buy
it's
that.
impossible
Sound's not coming through.
to be at the top at both of those, essentially. Like, it's
You know, it's proportionally. I think it's too loud.
I think it's
Yeah.
too loud, and I think it was added in, and then because if you see the clip, his face does not
His
like.
face does not.
Doesn't move,
Like,
doesn't
his face
change.
is
Nothing.
expressionless. Although
Does he like lift a leg?
He also says he doesn't.
No,
lean, he
you
doesn't,
can't
he doesn't
tell.
lean to one
he
side or
doesn't lean to
anything.
one
like,
side.
So you can't get to the top.
Yeah.
They
No.
said apparently he did it once during Monday Night Football. Is that
Yes.
possible?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
No, he's done it a few times.
Yeah.
I think he's just eating wrong.
Although
A lot of
he's
grains, maybe.
he's the guy that eats nothing.
He's
right?
like bland, like
Chicken
boiled,
breast and-
unseasoned
Well,
chicken breast,
okay.
and like
brown rice,
Brussels sprouts.
right, just blame. He is constantly mocked on Twitter for his eating habits.
Yes. So it gives me an opportunity to get Marcus Grant's opinion on something. We have a clip here. John Ireland denies. Well, I'm going to play it for you.
let
You
him
tell me.
choose.
You
Let him
tell me
choose.
what happened here.
It was late in the game.
So now, was that John or was that Mace? Because they were both talking. They were there.
Oh, well, I think it was John, because it sounded like there was like a pause, right?
Yeah, it's absolutely John. He denies this, by the way.
There's a pause for the gas to escape.
He totally denies it.
It was late in the game.
It's John.
It can't be anybody but John. He actually stops.
He claims it's me.
Only.
I'm like, there's no way that's me. It's
says-
like mid-sentence.
He says, no, it's you.
It's too
him.
perfect.
It was late in the game.
See, that one, I believe it's John because of
Yes,
the pause.
100%.
The other one, I just feel like he would
Yeah,
have been
I-
mic'd. His butt is mic'd up. Like, why is it so
Yeah,
loud?
he's got a
Side of the
down
car.
there.
He's in a car.
Yeah, but it's
So
too
it's
loud.
loud. It's loud in the car.
Listen, Cappy.
He's mic'd up.
Cappy farted one time.
Okay.
I'm gonna play the noise.
All right.
And it's quick. It's like super quick.
Well,
Wait, is that
we
it?
need some context.
That sounded like
That was like
static.
a
No,
record. It's
that
a
was
record scratch.
That's like his little fart.
But we need context.
I mean,
we
there's
can't have just the
we
fart.
have the promo, but it's like a minute long.
Oh, yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah, we don't want it's too long.
No.
It's impossible to be at the top at both of those, essentially. Like, it's...
That's not him.
So
That is not him.
I don't think
I'm
it's
on your
him.
side. It's
That's
not
not
him,
him.
because he's talking through it.
Yes.
Yeah.
He would have paused.
You would have paused. I mean, you know.
Okay, let's have a vote.
Okay.
Guilty, not guilty, Bergman.
Not guilty.
Marcus,
Not guilty.
Brian,
Not guilty.
Laura,
I scream not guilty.
my family,
Not guilty.
not guilty.
Oh.
Orlovsky,
Dan Orlovsky
and not
he
guilty
beat the
for me.
charges.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an
He beat the
Orlovsky
charges.
defender. He beat the charges.
And he
Charges
said he did
dismissed.
not. Orlovsky denies.
Orlovsky says did not.
Pat
did not.
McAfee is like all in that it was him, but I think it
Look,
was his team.
If there's somebody who's going to, do a prank, it would be the McAfee
yeah,
show.
Yes. By the way, I love the McAfee show. I know it's been sort of divisive, I guess.
I've never hated it. I always
actually,
liked it.
I think they seem like they're having a great. It feels like this.
Yeah.
It feels like they're doing a great big radio show with everybody contributing.
If it was here in Los Angeles and on ESPN LA, it would be exactly the
It
same.
would be the same
It
show.
would, it would fit right in. They just probably talk more football than we do.
Would you
Right.
make him wear sleeves if he worked?
I
here?
don't know. Do whatever you want. No, but
No.
Mace's getting all dressed up nice. Look at that's a nice button down. It's
Yep.
a nice jacket.
Yep.
He's got family
It
in town.
It
you know?
mixes. But no,
I
he's
do-
doing it all the time.
I do it every day.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I
Mace
actually
looks great.
I lay out my clothes.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah, I lay out my clothes the night before.
I can say something positive about your clothes.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's like the first time. So.
And I'll say
That sounded
something
like it was
positive.
hard for you.
I'll say something positive about you. You're really good at reading the ZipRecruiter copy.
No, that was absolutely horrendous. It's hard. It's hard. That's all. That
It
is
is
a
hard
tough.
copy.
That is
I
a
totally agree
tough
with you.
copy. Everybody has a problem. It's not just me.
So, Marcus, have you
But that was
ever
bad.
participated in Game of Games?
Yes, I have.
I thought
Yes,
you
in
were
fact, I
here.
think the first time I was here, not to brag, but I won Game of Games. I
Oh,
believe.
that's right.
You know, the interlopers always seem to win.
The interlopers.
The interlopers always seem to win. What does that word mean? I think it applies, right?
Yeah, I think I was an
People who
interloper that
stop
day,
in
certainly.
and- yeah. So, whose game is it?
So it's my game today, and I always ask the guys in the back to so I can test it out, right?
Yeah.
And Parker was back there, and he's like, "I love your game," but he only got one right.
Okay, so it's a tough game.
He says it's tough,
Maybe
but
that's
it's
just
good.
Parker, though.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we,
Parker-
We work
Parker's
with Parker
pretty
a lot.
good, you know.
I think we're okay.
Yeah,
Wow, the Parker slander starts.
I see him on the Blue Review. I'm not surprised he missed most of the questions.
Wow. Okay.
Look at our buddy Graham back there. He loves this bit.
Is Parker not back there anymore?
I don't know.
I was hoping he was back there.
Yeah,
still.
me too.
Graham is like 14 years old. Does he look? Seriously? Does he not look? Marcus, can you see this guy?
I can see him. He does look, like he.
He looks
doesn't-
like he just got off his
he
skateboard.
just got a driver's license, maybe. Yeah.
He's just got his
Yeah.
driver's
He
license.
loves his cargo pants.
Yes,
which is a funny thing
Hey,
to me.
cargo's
Exactly.
in, bro. Cargo's.
is it-
I
why is
don't
that
know.
in?
I don't know.
If you're
but
How
not
many
using the
pockets?
pants-
Were they ever out?
Yeah, of course
Yes.
they were.
Oh.
I have
Too many
my
pockets.
pants are
Who needs
cargo,
that many
kind
pockets?
of.
If you're working on something and you need the extra space, or going on a hike and need the space, cool. But if you're just walking around and not using them,
Yeah.
what's the point of them?
All right, let's pivot off.
You never know when you're going to need extra pockets.
Cargo pants, and we will get to Game of Games coming up next for you. It is Laura's game. Everybody but Parker will have had success in this thing. That's coming up next. Mason and Ireland. Marcus Grant in for John. 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Mace.
ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time, and we welcome from our nation's capital, John Ireland. Ireland, what's up, man?
What are you doing, people? How are we doing?
We're doing good. Marcus Grant is here from
Hey,
NFL
Marcus.
Network.
What's up,
filling in
John?
for you.
Whose game is it?
It is
Mine.
Laura's game.
Good.
I knew you pop on. Ireland is so competitive. He's like,
Yes.
oh, yeah, if there's any chance I can get to a microphone in
Mace,
time for Game of Games.
Lately, I can't take you down, so it really hasn't mattered.
Yeah, I have been killing it.
Right, it's usually me and John, and that's
The
it.
year of the mace.
Year of the Mace.
Yes.
Got a piece of all 3 months so far this
All
year.
right, guys.
Laura, what do you
dive.
got?
I want to dive into this one.
'Kay.
So I've been feeling like I need a vacation because I've been traveling so much. So I wanted to do a travel edition of Game of Games. And I came across this Vogue article that was published on March 7th.
Can we just stop for
Can we back up?
Yeah.
So you're traveling so much that you need a
No,
vacation.
sorry. I want to travel.
Oh,
That-
you
that's
want
very
to travel. I'm like,
Mason-esque.
Got it.
I'm traveling so much.
Oh,
I
I've
need
been
a- I need
working.
some
See,
time off.
my
All
brain
three of us
doesn't
kind of
even.
squinted at that like, wait, what?
My brain doesn't work. I've been working so much that
Okay.
I want a vacation. I need to travel.
Got it,
That's
got
And
it.
you
All
need
right.
to travel.
Yes,
Got it.
I need to travel. So some of these came from this Vogue article because people like to say I am a potpourri of lies, and I will tweet out the link. Anyways,
Okay.
according to the
Focus.
Vogue article, yes, which of these destinations was not one of the best places to travel in 2024? Is it A, Big Sur, B, Big Sur, California,
Yep.
B, San Juan, Puerto Rico, or C, Fort Worth, Texas? And we're going to start with Greg.
It's
Which
not,
is not?
Not.
Okay.
Not.
I mean, it's got to be a trick question, right? I love Big Sur, but Big Sur, all the other ones were weird.
Okay, you said Big Sur.
Big Sur, Mace,
I am going to say Fort Worth, Texas.
Okay.
Marcus,
I'm gonna say Big Sur also.
Okay.
Brian,
Also going to go Fort Worth, Texas.
John.
I'm going Puerto Rico.
Okay, everybody went?
Yep.
Yep.
Who's keeping score, by the way?
I am.
Greg.
Okay, great. So it is San Juan, Puerto Rico. It was
Oh,
not.
John with the
got
point.
I knew
Yeah,
it wasn't
I
gonna be
think-
Fort Worth. That just
Well,
seemed.
I think they
yeah.
had a couple of hurricanes down there, which is why it might have not been good.
Yeah, I was in San Juan like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful down there.
Yeah, I've never been. I want to
Yeah.
go.
Big
It's
Sur
very
is
nice.
beautiful. I just
Big
thought
Sur
it
is
was a
amazing.
weird
Okay.
question.
Yeah.
One of the 13th destinations mentioned in the article is Madagascar. Approximately what percentage of all plant and animal species found in Madagascar are only native to Madagascar?
Okay.
Is it A, 95%, B, 90%, or C, 93%?
All right, Marcus.
Oh wow, it's all very specific. I'm gonna go 93 just because of the number.
Okay.
Brian.
Yeah, I like that logic. I'm going 93 too.
John.
93 is a weird number to put as a choice if it's not the answer. I'm with the group. I'll go 93.
Mace.
Make it unanimous, 93.
I'm going to be different because that's just the middle number, so I'll go 95.
You're glad you did not go the right. No, you didn't go the right way. It was 90.
It was 90.
90.
We all missed it. We all missed it.
Parker said it was. I did a lot of research on this, but he said it was a hard game. So here we
Okay.
go. This is a true or false, and I feel like it's an easy question.
Okay.
The Madagascar flag consists of 3 colors: white, black, and red. Is this true or false?
Brian.
Ooh. You feel like this is easy.
False.
John.
False.
Mace.
True.
Marcus.
False.
I say false.
You should have went with the crowd, Mace. It is false. It's white, green, and red. White, green, and red.
By the way, you said that would be easy. Oh,
Right?
Yeah.
Madagascar. Yeah, of course, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
I look at it constantly.
Yeah. What's the score, Greg?
Score is John 2, Brian 1, Greg 1, Marcus 1, Mace 0.
0.
All right. So, of course, Paris was on the list. Which classic cocktail was invented in Paris in 1921? Was it A, the martini, B, the Bloody Mary, or C, the old fashioned?
John.
I'm going to go old-fashioned.
Mace.
Old fashioned is my drink.
Marcus.
I enjoy an old fashioned, but I'm gonna say martini.
Yeah, I'm going martini also, and Brian.
I'm going to go martini as well.
God, guys, it was Bloody Mary.
Oh,
really?
everybody
No,
gets it again.
Yeah. All right, here's another one. Since being built, the Eiffel Tower is painted by hand at a frequency of how many years? Is it A, 6, B, 7, or C, 5?
Mace.
I'm going to say 6.
Marcus.
7.
I'm going to say 5. Brian.
7.
John.
7.
It is 7.
So John, Brian, and who else?
I had 7.
You had 7 also?
Yes.
I
All
believe
right,
I now have a chance at the Mason.
You do have a chance at the Mason. It is John 3, Brian 2, Marcus 2, and me 1.
All right, here's another
0.
one. What country covers the most time zones on the planet? Is it A, the United States, B, Russia, or C, France?
So Marcus.
I'm going to go with the United States.
I'm going to say Russia. Brian.
I'm going to go Russia, too.
John.
I'm going Russia.
And Mace.
I'm going for the shutout. I will say France.
Mace, you got it right.
Boy, France isn't that big. How many times?
Okay, so
how many times?
when I googled it, oh God, who's calling me? Go away. So when I googled it, because of the territories they own, they're all over, so it takes into consideration that too.
Because of the territories.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Okay.
All
How
right,
many are
here's
left? How many are left?
I have a few. So here's another one.
Well, what's our?
Tell us
Greg, what's the
exact-
hour?
What's the hour?
27:30. 27:30.
Okay.
All right, we have a few minutes.
We have a few minutes. Okay, which country or countries, country or countries are home to the world's highest waterfall? Is it A, Niagara Falls with Canada and the United States? I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Tugela Falls in South Africa.
Okay.
Or Angel Falls in Venezuela.
That's me. I'll say Angel Falls in Venezuela. Brian.
Niagara Falls.
John.
Thagala.
Mace.
Angel Falls.
And Marcus.
Angel Falls.
It is Angel Falls
Yeah,
in Venezuela.
Okay.
So Marcus got that.
Yeah.
Mace got it.
And Greg got that. So it's
everybody's in it.
Yeah, everybody's in it. John 3, Marcus 3, Brian 2, Greg 2, Mace 2.
Oh, Parker. See, they got some. Okay, which country is known for its unique tradition of La Tomatina, a massive tomato fight held annually? Is it A, Mexico, B, Spain, or C, Chile?
We're going to go for the leaders right now. John.
I'm going to go Spain.
Marcus.
I'm going to say Chile.
Mace.
Spain.
I'm going to say Spain and Brian.
Mexico.
It is Spain.
Yeah,
Spain.
I thought so. I know
So
this
who
one.
said Spain? It was Mace.
Ireland, Mason.
Okay, so let's make this the last one. And it's
All right,
John
so-
4, Greg 3, Marcus 3, Mace 3, Brian 2. Sorry, Brian, you're out.
You're out, Brian.
Okay.
All right. So this
John,
is
you have to go first.
This is for everything.
You
All
got
right.
it.
The Vogue article had 13 destinations they suggested for travel, but only 11 countries. Which countries had multiples on the list? Is it A, Spain and France, B, France and the United States, or C, Spain and the United States?
John, you go first.
I'm going to go France and the U.S.
Okay, Mace.
So I got to go different.
Yep.
I'm going to go Spain.
And France or United States?
Oh, Spain
So it's two.
and the United States.
Okay.
Marcus.
So then I'm going to go Spain and France.
I'm going to go Spain and the United States.
It was France and the United States.
And John gets it.
John!
He's the winner. Boom. John
Bam.
is the winner. Good game, Laura.
I want you guys to take a shot at the tiebreaker really quick.
Well, we have 1 minute left.
Okay.
So quick.
What
Go fast.
is the average vacation cost for a family of 4 in 2024?
I'll say 4,500.
4,500. Mace.
I'll say 3,700.
3,700. Marcus.
3,600.
3,600. I'll say 4,200.
Oh my God,
And
Brian.
Brian.
6,000.
6,000.
The closest one was Brian. It's almost 8K.
8K. Wow.
Yeah, and Parker was closer. He was like 7.5.
All right. Thank you very much, Laura. Let's wrap this sucker up. Marcus Grant, great working with you, man. Had
It's
a
a lot
blast.
of fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was great. Thanks, Bergman. Thanks, Laura. Thanks, Brian. Thanks, my.
You did horrible, by the way.
So Kuzma's going to play, so that's not good for us, but I think we can get him.
But LeBron and AD played less than 30 last night, so they should
they're
both be
both
good
out
to go.
there warming up, so I'm hoping this will happen.
Excellent. All right. We will talk to you maybe tomorrow, John?
No, tomorrow we're flying back, so I'll talk
okay.
to you. Friday. I know you're not in Friday, but I'll be back Friday.
Okay, cool. All right, Lakers basketball. Slee